him over and over again, even though it was claimed he came third. The person that came third 2019, I can't remember that individual. The person that came third
2019, his name is Nicholas Felix.
He's nowhere to be found.
No. In 2023,
yes,
he ran for the APC primaries as the youngest candidate.
But my idea is that he's nowhere to be found. Nicola, you just mentioned, I'm sure many of our viewers are hearing the name for the first time.
Okay.
The third person in 2015, nobody could remember him. But Peter Obi has become like the bride of the moment. He's not like the unofficial president that everybody tries to attack. What is the problem? Why is APC afraid of Peter Obi?
Nobody is afraid.
No,
as you see, let me tell you. No. You see, that's the danger of journalism. Conclusion. It is easier. It's better for us to say people perceive. If you say you guys are afraid, you have concluded, and you don't have data.
The data is clear.
What is the
data there is that Peter Obi has not left you guys' mouths. Every moment, every now and again,
so every ask you, has Peter Obi, after 2023 election, has Peter Obi kept his mouth shut?
He cannot keep his mouth shut.
So if you told all those cities we cannot join issues,
he's acting more like a citizen. Everybody that can criticize the work of the government, and that's what he's doing.
Yes,
acting like an opposition, criticizing the work of the government.
So when the opposition,
why are you guys against him? So we want to make sure that everything about Peter Obi is killed down.
When Peter Obi opened his mouth and say anything,
yes,
you guys in the media used to call us and say Peter Obi says so thing. What is the reaction of government? That's the reason we talk. Nobody knows Peter Obi. I am saying, at least I'm sitting here speaking to you, and I speak on my own honor. Everything you see me say on Peter Obi to counter whatever he said, I was contacted, and you will see in the reportage, I was contacted, what is your reaction to what this person say about government? My job as a spokesman of the president is to speak on his behalf. I don't have to wait for him to say, go and speak. I am image maker for the presidency.
Launder his image.
It is my duty to counter. And Peter Obi is a master of fake news. I'm coming. And I know you will not agree. You will not agree, but I'm saying.
List of the fake news, yes.
Okay, so for example, every data that Peter Obi reels out against the government will be proved to be wrong. And Peter Obi will come to his Twitter and say, okay, there's a mistake in the data, but that the general information is the same.
There is no Peter Obi's tweets that I've known so far that he came back and said there is a mistake in his data.
So let me ask.
He reels out the fact of the matter of
are you an obedient?
Me, I'm for everybody.
No, you are not. You are obedient. And I'm happy to engage with obedience because through you, I will reach the largest population of the obedient. Let me tell you about Peter Obi. Peter Obi is a Nigerian citizen I personally respect because he is also concerned about Nigeria. That's why he's talking. But just because he's concerned about Nigeria does not mean everything he says, he's saying it from an unbiased point of view, because he has an interest. What is his interest? To be president. So if you have an interest to be president, the natural thing is, as an opposition, is to undermine the government and promote yourself.
He's not undermining the government.
He's undermining
what he's doing is, how can I reel out facts? If they killed 200 people in Borno, and I come out and tweet that 200 people were killed in Borno, that this insecurity is getting out of play, why is the president not doing anything about it?
And if they kill somebody in Onitsha, then that day his tweets doesn't work.
There's no
if there's anything outside of the southeast, Peter Obi is the first to do town cry. Anything that happens in the southeast, people will come to his tweet and say, will they wait for you to talk?
There are many of his tweets regarding Southeast that he has tweeted about. There are many.
I am telling you, well, let me come. What we are speaking are fact-based.
Yes.
You have always lied on conscience. I'm telling you facts that can be touched and verified. The reason why Peter Obi, whenever he says something and we're asked, we have to join issues to state the record straight. But personally, I want Peter Obi to run now. He ran in, first of all, after I left APC, the first person to call me was Obasanjo, President Obasanjo, to work for Peter Obi. So if Peter Obi didn't like me, they won't be the first. I was in London. And I declined because I didn't like certain things about the perception it's really now.
What, like?
A lot of them. Fake news, I said it and I'm repeating it. Misinformation, disinformation. And then the most important one is national interest. His self-interest far outweighs the national interest. What do I mean by national interest? There are certain things that if the government does, that is for the good of Nigeria, even from the opposition side, look at around the world, acknowledge it at least. That is one. Number two, when something bad happened to the corporate image of Nigeria, people who have national interest, they protect their country. But in domestic policy, they criticize the government. He is happy to discredit Nigeria. And what he does, anytime he travels outside Nigeria, the first thing he does is to demarcate Nigeria. But there is no way such a man can repair.
Your house cannot be on fire and you go out there and try to say your house is.
So I'm happy you mentioned the house.
It's not the right thing. He's saying the right thing. So
I'm happy.
The presidency and the people could do
I'm
the right
happy
thing.
you mentioned about house. Labour Party is his house. It has been on fire. Has he said anything in the outside like the way you talk about Nigerians? He doesn't.
What do you want him to say about Labour Party?
In the same way he say about Nigeria when Nigeria is on fire.
Labour Party is a party, and there's a head of the party. The leaders.
Nigeria is a country, and there is a head of Nigeria.
Nigeria is under scrutiny by everybody.
Labour Party is not under scrutiny.
Labour Party is a party. It's like APC
and should not be scrutinized.
They can handle their matter within themselves.
Also, if it is Labour Party, it's within themselves. Why not in Nigeria within ourselves to handle?
How does Labour Party itself affect an average Nigerian out there? Labour Party doesn't concern anyone. Labour Party, they are like
the people in Labour Party are not Nigerians.
They are vehicle to get someone into a political position.
Nigeria is a vehicle. Nigeria is a vehicle.
Nigeria affects everybody downward.
Yes, Labour Party affect Nigerian citizens that are inside.
No. Tell me how Labour Party affect Nigerians.
Because the members of Labour Party are not chimpanzees and monkeys. They are human beings. They are Nigerian citizens. They have rights, liabilities, and responsibility. And two, decision of Labour Party affect the families of Labour Party members. Three, Labour Party owes the Nigeria as a nation a duty to be a formidable opposition.
Instead of you to be looking at APC, you are looking at the Labour Party. This is the problem I'm talking about, that you guys are focused. It's not Labour Party that is only in existence. So there are many other political parties that are in existence. But why are you guys focused on Peter Obi and his party?
So
why?
It's only Nigeria that is in existence in the world. There are problems in Bangladesh, Afghanistan, and America.
Not what's my business with Bangladesh
so
and
Peter
America.
Obi does not talk about it, talk about Nigeria.
What is their business with them?
But then the Labour Party doesn't talk about Labour Party.
It doesn't. Labour Party is a party. It doesn't have anything. There's nothing Labour Party did that affects me.
I'll be ready to engage with you when you deconstruct your mind to look at things from the same prism.
The whole essence,
look at it.
Let me tell you, the whole essence of
party.
Yes.
If a party, Labour Party is an entity in Nigeria.
Yes.
It's a registered political party.
Like many other political parties.
If Peter Obi is going to be
political parties also.
If Peter Obi is going to be president,
yes.
If he's going to be, it is only because Labour Party will give him platform. That is the importance of political party, no matter how small it is.
Now he contested in Labour Party in 2023.
Yes.
He may not use the same platform. It's a platform. That's exactly what I'm saying.
That means if he becomes president and there's problem in Nigeria, he will now go and become president of Cote d'Ivoire.
That one is different. Cote d'Ivoire is different. You're mentioning another country. We are talking about Nigeria.
Why will it see? You see, no matter how you rigmarole, the point is to be made. One, if you are going to be a good leader, people look at it from your decision, from your perception, and from your example.
Are you saying Peter Obi is not a good leader?
So you're concluding. What you're doing is your mind is not prepared for conversation. Your mind is prepared to push an agenda. If you're asking me a question, I listen because I want to also have engagement. Okay. Your mind, you are not comfortable to receive the truth, so you fight the truth by saying something. I am saying that Peter Obi needs to do more to win the generality of Nigerians. In fact, when this project Peter Obi was started, it was started by Yorubas, if you don't know, from Obasanjo to Afenifere and the rest. The plane didn't even take off before the Obedient converted it into an Igbo agenda. And that is the problem that Peter Obi had. He was asked to discountenance some of the things that the people were saying. He said he will not, that when people are angry, you can't tell them what to do. So if Peter Obi had managed that, Peter Obi would have today been the project of everybody.
But Labour Party
who is against the governing. No, I'm saying when it started, it was started by the Yorubas to show that they believe in true Nigeria.
There are still Yorubas.
At a time when the candidate vying for the president is also a Yoruba person in Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. But they rally around Peter Obi because of a lot of factors. I said the plane, while it was taxiing before takeoff, the obedient people in social media, you can't see them. They now took it into becoming an Igbo agenda. And as soon as the plane took off, they started losing more people.
Nobody took it at Igbo agenda.
I'm talking of facts.
It's a perception.
Okay, let me ask you of these facts. Have you come across a fact that Peter Obi was asked that the people on social media, his social media, they are abusing people who have the contrary opinion to him. They are abusing people and promoting Igbo agenda. And when he was called upon to discountenance them, Peter Obi said that he doesn't know them, he doesn't control them, but that when a people are angry, you cannot control how they react.
That is perfectly correct. If people are angry, do you control how they react? Moreover, you are saying that the obedient are the ones insulting. But I see that the APC people are the ones doing more of the insults.
So when Peter Obi becomes president,
yes,
if he becomes president and Nigerian people are angry, Africa will catch fire.
How?
A leader must assume responsibility. That is one problem Peter Obi has. He does not accept responsibility. That's why a true Labour Party, when there was crisis, he will never come. His spokesman, my very good friend, Ken Okonko, first got angry with him and said this problem has started to enter and talk. Peter Obi refused to talk until it got out of hand. Peter Obi does not want to accept responsibility.
He has said it over and over again that the people doing the insult and those things doesn't necessarily mean that they are Labour Party or they are obedient. Anybody could insult. So that is what made them become obedient.
No, those ones that they say he should discountenance, they identify themselves as obedient. All he needed to do was, on that same social media platform, to do a press statement. I do not share the opinion of those who insult this. Though I do not. All this thing he was supposed to say.
So he should discountenance people's freedom of speech. That's a freedom of speech.
You started from he does not know them to now he discounted.
No, I'm just assuming that he knows them.
So I don't talk on assumption, I talk on facts. Then secondly, with respect to you, if I disagree with what you say,
yes,
it doesn't mean I fight your freedom of speech. I'm saying I'm not associating with the expression of your